What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Forza Horizon 2. In the last episode, we finished off our very first tournament, and now we are about to take part in our very first showcase event. We gotta take on all these planes. Like, is that even, like, reasonable or anything? Like, that just seems a little bit silly to me. So, first things first, let's turn that music off and let's get going. So, showcases, like, seriously, how am I seriously supposed to beat that in any car ever? Realistically, though, these showcases are actually a lot easier than they seem, I promise you. Granted, they're like, well, the planes have to circle back around, and you don't have to do that. You could just stay on the road and blah. No, realistically, these showcases are actually not difficult in the slightest. All you have to kind of do is just stay consistent, don't crash, and as long as you can pretty much pull that off, you're almost a guaranteed win in these showcases, at least on the normal and easy difficulties. I don't know about the harder difficulties. I guess we'll find that out, considering I am playing it on a harder difficulty now. But I imagine this first showcase isn't going to be too difficult, although I am racing kind of poorly right now. So let's see if I can actually fix that. As you can see, I'm suddenly in first now. What? What is this? What is this garbage? How am I beating a bunch of fighter planes? Well, that's up for debate. I don't want me to take away from the spectacle of it, though, because that's really all these are, is they're a spectacle. They're not really actually meant to be anything about racing skill. They're just supposed to be cool. Like, look, I'm beating the Il Italiano planes. That was the most white way I could have possibly said that. Goodness me. Okay, so, as long as I can keep this up, though, I should be fine. Oh, no, they've suddenly passed me. Whatever am I going to do? This is actually a really nice... This car drives so much nicer than the BMW Z4, though, does, I have to say. Like, look at how smoothly this is going. I love it. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to actually get a much nicer car. I've already accumulated a crap ton of credits, so before we get into the next tournament, in this episode, we should be able to pick out a new one. And I'm not actually sure what I want to jump into yet next, whether I want to do a slower class or a faster class right off the bat. I kind of want to... I might save the better cars for later on in the Let's Play. But I will say, I actually do already have a bunch of cars unlocked, mostly through free car packs that Turn 10 has given out over the years, and I've just kind of accumulated all of them, so I actually have a bunch of cars in the garage that we're going to be able to take a look at once this is done. First place, baby! And it recorded a game clip for some reason. I don't know why it did that.
Stuff, huh? I never thought you'd beat them.
Oh, I only barely beat them. Oh, okay. Oops, I didn't know it was that close. I couldn't actually tell. They weren't there the whole... I rarely saw them.
Oh, and did I mention, you can keep the car.
Oh! Really now? You did not mention that. Well, I will happily keep that. Thank you. Holy cow. I was not expecting that. I totally forgot that they give that to you. Alright, so we have a much better car than our BMW Z4 now. But plenty of other things to pick from. So we're going to actually head right over to the garage before we head to our next tournament. I actually think it's going to bring us to a menu we're going to be able to choose first.
But the guys that will are the best we have at the festival. Come on, the finale's going to be the event of the summer. All right, that's terrific. Where are you now? Oh, it's a shame. We're just about to cruise down to Nice. All right, we're about to do the second leg of the road trip. You ready? We are going to La Bella Nice, the beautiful city. Come on, let's go.
Alright, let's do it. I'm excited. I actually think they're giving me they're giving me a car to drive. Oh no, they're just giving me the Ferrari to drive with. Alright, I'll take it.
Hey, a new station's just been added to your radio presets. You can now tune into Hospital Records Radio.
Cool, I'm not going to listen to it. There we go. Radio off. Alright, let's go. So, we got a ways to go. There's actually a fast travel sign I kind of want to hit on the way. If I can clip it, that would be great. So I don't have to really slow down all that much. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. All right, keep going. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, 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 easy. All right, so we're heading over to Nice. Nice has definitely much more... It's more of a street racing vibe because it is more of a city-esque landscape. Granted, Forza does have a way of putting up a lot of guardrails in your way, which does kind of limit your options when it comes to quote-unquote street racing. It's not like Midnight Club, where it is full-on street racing, where you have multiple pathways you can take. No, Forza they are set courses. I would compare this game more to, like, how Need for Speed does it, or Burnout Paradise, except, again, in an open-world setting outside of the races. I would not say that this is in any way the same kind of game that Midnight Club is. Therefore, Rockstar, what are you doing? Please give us a Midnight Club game. Bring that series back, and don't make it like LA was. For crying out loud. Bring those back. And stop focusing on GTA Online and RDR Online, you whores. Anyway. We're going to continue through. Whoa, that was really close. We're going to continue our way down. Oh, man, these are some tight turns, aren't they? That was a crazy drift, though. We got a ways to go, but we have plenty of time to do it. Look at that view. Look at that. Look at those pixelated boats off in the distance. Isn't that beautiful? I will admit the draw distance is not the most fantastic thing in the world in this game, but hey, it is an Xbox One game, not a PC game. What are you going to do? It is probably the best looking game on the system, though. Well, the Forza Horizon games in general are the best looking games on the system, I should say. Goodness me. Not just explicitly 2. That would be unreasonable to say. See if I can pass this no comply 76 guy. Do you think he plays Overwatch? I don't know. I see the number 76 pop up a lot more often, and I'm like, does that have additional connotation to it beyond just the character in Overwatch? Soldier 76? I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not that well versed in memes and culture in the way that many other nerds on the internet are. I pretty much only know video game references. Because that's my forte, guys. Don't get mad at me for it. Don't be like, hey, you're freaking uncultured swine. But in the Mr. Potato Head voice. Alright. Nugget with bacon. What a gamer tag that is. Oh my goodness. No. Chicken nuggets and bacon. That's not a terrible combination. I've heard worse. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh my gosh, all 3 of them. Come on now. Blocking the whole road, jerks. That's like when you're driving behind like 2 semis who are both going like very slow on the freeway, like they're both going 10 under, but they're hogging the only 2 lanes that are available, so you're just kind of screwed and stuck behind them forever. Don't do that. Don't be those semis. And semis, if you should know better. You should only be in the far right lane. Come on, guys. That's obvious. All right, we're almost there. This no comply guy is just flying. Let me see if I can actually, like, pass him up. There we go. He is cruising USA, except for not USA, because that's not where we are. I believe the first Forza Horizon is in America. I think it's... He also ruined my combo. This guy's a jackass. But I believe the first Forza Horizon takes place in Colorado, if I'm not mistaken, which I feel like is a very oddly specific place to put your Forza Horizon game, because I don't think the roads in Colorado are all that great, so... That just seems very interesting to me. Unless they're like trying to like go for the whole... That was terrible. Well, I blew that. I guess they're trying to push the whole alpine landscape and whatnot, which is... I guess there's merit to that, I suppose. It makes for some beautiful scenery. Although there are definitely a lot of other places I could think of that would be better if you wanted to go with that same vibe. I still pass this no, apparently I can't turn. Okay, I'm just garbage right now. What is going on with me? This is just terrible. I almost got passed up by an SUV like I deserve. Alright, welcome to Nice, everybody. So we're going to get into a whole new tournament here, and I'm going to select my a brand new car, if I can. So we got a bucket list available in this area, and 4 races this time.
You enter is determined by the car you're driving. That means I've signed you up for the Nice Modern Supercars Championship. Now, if you fancy something different, though, no problem. The auto show is now open, so you can buy yourself a different car, then come back here to sign up for that car's championship.
Which is exactly what we're going to do. So... let's head on into the garage.
The auto show is now open if you want to buy a new car.
All right, so let's head over to the auto show and see what they got. Actually, no, I probably should just go straight to the garage, huh? Let's not do that. Let's go to the garage. In the auto show, you will be able to find cars that you don't have at a discount if you would like them.
Whether that be a new set of tires or
Yes.
engine swap.
I haven't actually been able to show my show around the garage at all yet, so we're gonna do that. Let's go into my cars. Let's see. Oh. No, apparently I do only have 2. Oh, you know what? I probably just haven't, like... They're downloaded. I just haven't, like, technically purchased them. So I guess we'll head into the auto show real quick and see what we got. So, like, as you can see, there should be ones that are, like, I believe are free that I have downloaded. I actually don't know. I'd probably have to look through the whole list. But let's see. We got 81,000 credits, okay? So, I'm going to try to go for something reasonably fast. Let's see. What would be an interesting class to pick from? If we head our way down the list, let's take a look in Ford. Why not? So we got the Mustang GT. Where is the Ford GT itself? There it is. In modern, that's also in modern supercars, which is what the class we're in. It's a little bit overpriced, unfortunately. I'm kind of thinking going into something like the hot hatch or something like that. So let's do this. Let's go to the hot hatch one. Let's take a look around and see what we got. Any B-class options? There's the Renault. There's the Mini. The Mazda. Let's see. What is good? I kind of like the Mazda Speed 3 the most. Although that is a downloadable one I might not have. Might end up having to go with the Mini. Let's see if we have it. So I also have designs I can pick from that people have made. Ooh, some of these are, well, these are kind of lame. But there's all sorts of designs I can search for. There's some recommended designs. These are the most popular ones, but I can always look for a lot more if I would like something better. I kind of like the green, honestly, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to, see, buy with credits. Can I do that? All right, cool. So I have this one downloaded. I just had to buy it with credits. All right, sounds good to me. And there we go. So we're going to head on into this new tournament, which is going to be a little bit more slower paced than the BMW Z4 tournament was. That doesn't mean it's going to be any less difficult, though. So let's head out of the auto show and sign up for our brand new tournament. And that way we actually won't ever have to do this again. So let's do it. Hot hatch. And here we go.
All right. This one's the Hot Hatch Championship.
So as you can see, they actually are in different locations. They have different races tailored for each class, as you can see.
Great fun. Pick a race to go first, mate.
All right, so we're going to do the one that's closest to the auto show, right here. So let's head on over there. All right. So, oh, and I have leveled up. All right, let's spin for a prize then, see what we get. Maybe something good? We'll see. Oh, that was terrible. Weak. Super weak. Oh, that's just the luck of the draw sometimes. Alright, so we're going to head on over here. And just before I sign up, let's do this thing. I wanted to turn my notifications off because those have been popping up the whole time. Like even the achievement notifications are like getting in the way of the subtitles and stuff like that, and I just can't have that anymore. So I had to turn all that off. Probably should have done that in the first place. If I was more professional, I would have remembered to do that, but alas, I am an idiot. All right, circuit race time. Let's do this thing. So like I said, I'm trying to get the less fast-paced ones out of the way, just so that we can enjoy those later, because you eventually have to pretty much do everything. I mean, technically, you can, if you'd like, just use supercars the entire game pretty much until you go back to a location you've already been to. That's the only instance where you're not allowed to reuse cars from the same class that you've already been in. Oh man, you know what? I probably should have upgraded this Mazda a little bit and made it a little bit faster while still retaining its class. So this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, I think. So we're in 7th, which is, needs to be better for sure. See, I do have 3 laps to catch up though, so I got time. Doing a little bit of corner cutting here. Getting some wreckage in, which is totally fine. Do some drafting, there we go. I can't really use speed to my advantage all that much, obviously, because I'm driving a Mazda for crying out loud, but what are you gonna do? I actually don't think the green paint job looks too bad. I definitely want to add variety to the looks of my cars, just because that was a big criticism a lot of people had in my Midnight Club Let's Play. I remember it's like, oh, your cars look the same. It's true. I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of a preference and a style that I like the most, and I don't want to be, I don't want to appear that way anymore. So I'm wondering, if I ever do end up missing a checkpoint, I guess I'm just SOL and have to drive around and hit it again if I miss it, huh? And that pretty much screws you out of the race entirely if that happens. Because, like I said, there's no rubber band AI. It's a double-sided coin, I guess, is what you could say. Or there's two sides to the coin. Yes, rubber band AI definitely doesn't challenge you completely if you're crushing everybody. But at the same time, if you make a mistake, you're screwed. You really have to work hard to catch up if you make a mistake. So it's a double-edged sword. I mean, I know a lot of people prefer rubber band AI because it definitely makes races more interesting. Like, the biggest culprit of that is a game like Mario Kart. Mario Kart, if you're down, if you're like really far down, the game gives you a lot of good items, and it makes the opponents automatically drive slower so that you have a fighting chance of catching back up. And on the flip side, if you're way ahead, it keeps everybody in close proximity to you, regardless of how well you're racing, so that you can always have competition and you can fill in any second. Like I said, I hate that. I really do hate that. Hate games that do that. One of my favorite games that absolutely didn't do that, way back in the day, that was a kart racer, is Diddy Kong Racing. It did not have rubber band AI, but it was a much more skill-based racer, even for its time, which I think I value that a lot more. I think that it has a lot more merit to it, and I don't think that you can't lose to dumb luck, basically. It is 100% based on your skill, which I prefer. I don't like dying to and losing to ancillary bullshit. I just don't. Not in racing games, anyway. I don't think it's fun. I think it takes everything out of the game, honestly. And with that, we have won yet again.
All right, another win.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Class 6. You know what? I actually have a higher horsepower than pretty much everyone in this race, so I'm really not at a disadvantage in any way, shape, or form. Cool then. Should get some good credits. Ooh, that's quite a bit actually. Pretty much have made all of our money back for buying this car. And so now we're going to head on to the next race and see what's in store. Alright, so let's jump on our map, and there's an XP board actually. Let's hit that up really quickly before I go any further.
In 200 yards, turn left.
Yes, ma'am. So we're going to make it to where this next race is, but we're not going to quite jump on into it yet because I am going to, unfortunately, have to end this episode. So this one's a little bit more off the beaten path, so it should be a... oh, that's a 15,000? Are you kidding me? That's a pretty easy location for a 15,000 experience board. All right, well, let's check out our wheel spin. Lame. It bypasses all those cars and then just gives us the 20,000 credits. Okay. I guess that did pretty much pay for this car, though, so I can't complain too much. I would love to get a 100,000 credits drop at some point in this Let's Play. I feel like the odds are in your favor that you're almost always going to get that at some point. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Forza Horizon 2. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.